Wow.
Welcome to the Batch Boys. We are boys who love the Batch. I'm Ryan S.
I'm Casey S. Elcom.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex
Elko-man.
F. I'm Alex F. Whatever.
And welcome to the Batch Boys. It's us. We are boys who love the Batch. I already said that. And I'm talking in circles like Annalise or Lauren S., all the losers.
Don't talk about
Oh,
her.
man.
You
What a
just don't
bummer.
have to be so nervous to be here.
Do you see anything with me, Casey? I need to know right now. Do you see a future with us as a podcast,
Well, look.
as like a friendship?
Normally during the day I don't think about our podcast, but now that we're sitting here doing it,
Well, because I'm asking you.
no, I don't.
Wow.
Please
Wow.
get the hell out of my house.
Nice.
Will you walk me out?
Yes, unfortunately, right past all the other girls and that small boy I keep around.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye,
Bye.
boys.
I can hear the neighbor's dog barking, and I'm very uncomfortable. I need to wear Uggs to protect my lower body.
Okay, wait. They need to stop mocking her trauma.
No,
Like,
it's hilarious.
No,
Well, it's
they
over
need to
now.
keep
They-
mocking her trauma. As the episodes continue, they need to cut back to montages. That is my dream job. By the way, ABC, if you're listening, I want to shoot footage mocking your contestants with like trauma flashbacks. It's amazing.
Well, speaking of trauma, we got another loser at the table.
Yeah, welcome to
Yeah.
The queen, the apple of our eye,
Mhm.
Lauren S.
Turns out she a great conversationalist.
Yeah.
Who'd have known? They
She
showed
just
her
talked in
maybe
circles.
twice before that date.
Yeah,
so
but the fact
I
that
had nothing to base that on.
leave it to Ari.
She actually seemed self-aware, so there was something. It just didn't
Yeah.
work. you
She
know?
seemed normal.
Yeah.
She just seemed nervous
Yeah.
and a little drunk.
The one thing about like this season is that a lot of them feel like, oh, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. It's like, maybe just accept that you never will be. Maybe this isn't the be all end all.
Or that you've seen this guy thrice in 2 weeks. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you're not. Of course, you're not there yet.
Totally. Like sometimes, like when you're in a relationship with somebody, it'll scream out to you like, "This is the one." And other times, it'll be as quiet as a rat.
You can hear a gumdrop.
What's that meme?
We saved it for the show.
It happens.
It's a joke we talked about in
Yeah.
the episode.
We were so funny during the episode, guys.
Oh,
Batch Boys
man.
Nation, you would have loved us during the episode.
Yeah.
We were talking.
It's true. We were normally as funny as we always are.
Yeah, we should Twitch stream it.
For 2 hours straight.
If you
Right.
think we're funny here, you should hear what we say.
The Batch
when
Boys
we don't
play
care what you
hotline.
think.
Yeah, we should we should ask Daniel what he thinks about that. I think he'd be a firm proponent.
wait,
of
where
it.
is
Here,
he?
let me. Hey, Daniel. Come on, bud. We started recording.
Pastrami.
Yeah, Daniel's in the bathroom dealing with some pastrami related
yeah.
issues.
Arby's is having a thing. It's I don't know. He can't turn
Starbucks.
down a Starbucks. He can't.
They
turn
have
down
the
a deal.
meats and Daniel's got the sweats.
This episode is sponsored by Starbucks. When you need coffee and Arby's and a long trip to the bathroom, go to Starbucks.
Wait, is that? Oh, that's what that was in the group
Starbucks,
thread.
yeah.
Yeah,
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Starbucks is a combo with Starbucks and Arby's.
Jake
Yeah,
asked
Starbucks.
Jake asked if
Yeah.
Ryan was at Starbucks, and I'm like, Starbucks. They should make Arby's and Starbucks together, and we just kind of ran with it.
And I made a logo.
That sounds
While I was at
terrible.
work.
Logo.
I should
I
have.
think it was Daniel who asked. In fact, I know it was. Not that that's any
Oh.
credit to be giving or anything. I just for
No,
asking.
that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
just
huge.
gotta get my story right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a stickler for correctness.
I am surprised that Lauren S. went home. She
I-
seemed normal.
Yeah,
I'm
me-
not.
Me too.
And I have sort of not a hot take.
Why? Because Ari likes young boys?
well, obviously he does, and his picks were terrible, and I'll get into that, I'm sure, at some point in this episode. But there's something that I want to get going on here because I think it affected a lot of girls this episode, and I think it's kind of become the quintessential lesson I've learned from this season, which is that if you're in your own head when you're trying to be there with someone, it's never going to work because you have to be in the moment with someone to learn about each other. You have to be present in the experience you're having.
Totally.
And I know I'm supposed to be a douchebag this season, but this is this hit home for me while I was watching this because everyone knows I go on a lot of dates. I'm a real cool serial dater.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm really.
He just wants everyone to know he was with a
Yeah,
girl today.
I'm going on a lot of dates lately. It's been cool.
Yeah, good for you,
Yeah.
man.
He's a
Anyways.
regular Ari Luyendijk Jr.
Anyway,
Shut up.
anyways, the point is, ladies and gentlemen, is that sometimes you have shitty dates, messy dates,
Poopy dates.
poopy dates.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have none at all.
Yeah, sometimes they flake on you. Sometimes you flake on them.
But you know what always
Sometimes you flake on the
Yeah,
comforter.
sometimes they flake on you. You flake off them.
I don't want to talk about the flakiness of this. Look, the point is that Lauren S., Annalise, and even Bibiana all just couldn't get out of their own freaking heads, and it led to their end on the show.
Bibiana, my wife.
That was kind of the theme.
All three of
the
them.
eliminations
Same exact
tonight.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trouble too is that it's really hard to be real with someone when you're sober and they just aren't.
Ari was so
Ari.
drunk.
Ari was drunk for 2 hours tonight.
He was like, Becca was like, old, appropriate age Becca was like, you're a dork, I think. And he was like, you're just saying like, 'cause you're a dork.
You're risky for me.
Yeah,
that was the
'cause
best
I could go to
comment.
jail.
Yeah, you're so risky. How old are you again?
Yeah.
I don't need you to know that. No, but for real.
Dude, yeah, that was crazy how all he needed to hear was someone saying, I don't need you at all in my life.
He's
and
like, whoa, that's
he's
hot.
like, that's awesome, you little boy. Come here.
Look, she's a strapping
I
young
already
lad.
have a father.
Who's babysitting who? Am I right?
You are right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
It feels like he does feel like a babysitter to like a large group of girls, like one who just got
Yeah.
hired, like
School
recently.
chaperone.
Yeah, he's like still trying to find his footing and like.
He's like the babysitter whose like significant other was supposed to come over and then they didn't. And so now they're just kind of like trying to chill with you after like telling you that you had to go play on your own.
Yeah, maybe he like told them like I got a girl coming, like, but then like, and now he's like embarrassed in front of these like 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
He's like the the substitute teacher who then dates all 25 of the classroom.
He's like, this isn't working out. Can I walk you to detention?
Can I walk you out? It's 11:30 a.m. and my mom's not here. That's not my problem.
yeah. No, I just gotta say it's not working.
Yeah, he does seem like an authority figure abusing his power in a sexual way for sure. A regular Weinstein. Oh, come off it. That's relevant. Is it
Weeks
actually?
ago.
Yeah, there's like a lot of different guys relevant now, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, man. I don't
There's
even
gonna
want
be
to
an
touch that
article-
one.
There's gonna be an article on BuzzFeed about the things the Batch Boys didn't say.
What the Batch Boys should have said last night.
Damn, we missed our opportunity, guys. Anyways, so how hot are these girls?
Pretty hot. How about Jenna? Speaking of hot, not that like
no.
no. What are you talking about?
No.
She's
Tonight she
not.
looked less melty.
Yeah, once she got a refill of her polyjuice potion, she started to solidify again. And
Hey, look, she made
She's
it
just
further
trying to
than
break
2 of
into
our
Gringotts.
picks.
She does genuinely look like she has trouble keeping her facial features on and drinks a potion every couple hours. That
Come
mends
off it, you guys. She was so good at making out with him.
yeah, especially when she took off her wig and then he made out with the back of her head where Voldemort lives.
Yeah, well,
Let me see that other face.
your pick likes dead animals, and that's weird. That's
He's the
weird.
only one with a better standing than you, so you can't best him. You can talk
think
crap to us, but
Daniel-
not
Wait, what do you mean better
Daniel-
standing?
Daniel's in the best position, probably. I feel like.
Why? He
Jacqueline
picked
I feel
Jacqueline.
like she goes far.
I don't like Jacqueline. I've never
Yeah.
liked her.
Jacqueline's in my top 4. Lauren S was my first loss. So
My
So
first
far, I've
and
lost
only.
only
No,
Lauren S.
I had Annalise in my final 4 too.
Ooh.
dang, you
I'm
took
ha-
a big
that was
big
a
hit.
terrible pick.
That was a terrible pick, and I choked. I just.
Can I
freaked
ask
out.
you what you liked about her at the
I ju-
beginning?
she just got airtime in the first episode. Is purely why I did it.
She seemed nice. Like, even after all, like, her quirks, she did seem nice. I mean, I'd like her. I feel like, she's pretty.
Yeah, I'm taking Alice.
Not that
this
any of that
season.
matters. Casey, you got my head. I'm only, like, thinking about the hot reasons right now.
That's what I'm here to do, corrupt you boys.
We're clean boys. We're good boys.
Yeah, we are good boys. Let's just talk about, like, I don't know, their educations. CN went to Yale.
We should talk about
Hey.
who's actually
sure?
like, gonna
Wasn't it
win. 'cause
Harvard?
it's
I
Caroline.
think that Caroline and CN are the most qualified
Yes.
to,
Maybe
like,
it was
date
Yale.
him and worthwhile as people.
right? Tia? Tia's, I think.
Tia's up there. Tia's up
actually,
there.
she's a front runner after
like
tonight.
Tia, yeah.
And we were saying that there was no clear front runners coming into this episode.
How much better is Tia than Raven? My God.
She's the sequel, man. She's the crow.
The Kroll.
The Crow. Raven to the Crow.
I hate Chelsea so much.
Yeah, she's I don't like her. I don't want to say anything that I don't want to have heard.
By her? She's a big fan of the Batch Boys.
Yeah, big fan. Hey, come on the show. You're no good though. You're just a sneaky little garbage troll, and you're not getting into this Gringotts.
You're a shifty little dumpster goblin.
Yeah, no, she seemed to cool it though, but
Yeah, she did.
She got much less of a bad at.
Well,
all the bad at it went to Crystal. Too.
Yeah, I was going to say we could do a new segment that I just made up right now.
Uh-oh.
Want to hear
Bad
it?
at it.
Sure.
It's called Crap on Crystal.
Ooh,
You like
Crap
it?
on Crystal.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
How
I'm
do we
into it.
start?
Well, you have to talk like this the whole time. And extract the nutrients from the feces and give to my brother. Yeah, she suddenly stopped caring about her brother, like at all. Like we don't hear about him anymore. What I really don't like about Crystal, she pulled the classic move of, it's not my fault for being aggressive. He gave me permission. Yeah, and there's always a girl like that every season, who's always like, it's not my fault for being, overbearing and awful. Well, she asked like a leading question.
She's a real Aziz Ansari.
That's
Topical.
topical.
Yeah.
That's this week's one.
Who's
Dang.
next week? Let's speculate wildly. I don't want to say any name,
Yeah,
because
it's a
honestly, I
dangerous
was
game.
gonna like.
What
put-
if we're right and we become a
Steven
prophet?
Spielberg.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
you could.
why don't you just throw Tom Hanks in while you're at it?
No, never.
Owen Wilson?
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh, you don't want to go all the way?
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, he's Alex F's wallpaper.
Yep.
That was
Says,
cool. That was a cool
wow.
thing to see.
In quotes.
You
Yeah,
know
no,
that-
that's not. We have no inside information. Owen Wilson's a good guy, and so is Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. Obviously, Tom Hanks. We're just joking.
Why are you gonna sit here and pretend that Steven Spielberg's a good guy? We don't know that. We know nothing about the
Jesus
man.
Christ.
He
You know,
seems
He
all
might
right.
be terrible.
you know Tom Hanks is a good man.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gosh darn.
You
What
know
a
what
guy.
stinks about Lauren S going home so brutally is that she got like a really cool date and we like haven't even talked about it because it's useless. Like they
They just
built
got wine
nothing.
drunk.
She got an awesome date and like totally spoiled it. That was like the
She
flyover.
didn't
I don't think
spoil
that was
it.
her
Like
fault.
the thing is, like
She's no, it's her fault.
no, like leave it to Ari to send like the like career oriented, level headed girl who just like talked a
Yeah,
little
she was
much.
just nervous.
What is her career? I don't think.
I don't know, but she like talked about it. She was like focused on her career and like her relationship was
Yeah.
like getting in the way.
He didn't even give her a shot though. He was sitting there stuffing his face with mushroom covered steaks and just
Yeah,
chugging
first time
wines.
we've seen anyone eat in
Yeah.
forever.
And he ate constantly.
That's
Well,
when you know it's awkward if they have to
cheeses.
resort to eating the food that they're like not even allowed to eat.
And we knew she
Yeah.
was going home because the bag early on too.
Yeah,
so it was
yeah,
just
they
like-
were-
They were not a little not
The
subtle
1-2
about
punch.
that. It was a little on the nose.
Yeah, and it's just tough. Like obviously Ari doesn't like drinking wine. He likes drinking gasoline,
Yeah.
which is why he had a
And
better time with
bleach.
Tia and bleach. Hey, yeah, this episode is sponsored by Tide Pods. Chew them till they break in your mouth, then swallow them. Cheers to all our our thick crystal glasses.
Daniel, stop it. We'll bring you toilet paper when the ep's over.
Let us finish this ep.
Could you hear me gulp? I like made an extra sound. That's bleach, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I was trying to do that. Ew. That was made with
Did
his
the
throat.
listeners hear the noise from your throat?
I
I
hope
hope so. Whoa.
Whoa.
You kind of look like a frog.
Thank you.
For you audio listeners.
That's the second time.
Gentlemen,
we've
I
done
wanna
that today.
I wanna pose a query to you, if you will.
Please.
Query
Well,
away,
no,
boy.
just another. I mean, I'm getting weirdly serious on this app, but it's something Ryan S. and I have actually talked about quite in depth, which is when you don't feel it with someone initially and you feel certain about that, should you keep seeing them to make sure? Because he didn't do that with Lauren S. at all. He as soon as he felt it wasn't there, he said, "Peace out, go home, get out of
because
wine
he doesn't
country."
have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for
Well,
that.
he might not
Make time
but
for
I-
Lauren S. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah,
she was
you
awesome.
gotta make exceptions, but like
I don't understand, though. Like, at what point did he decide he wasn't into her? At the point where she was really pretty and really sweet to him and, like, nervously cute, you know? Like, at what point?
Well, they cut around a lot of stuff. So maybe she talked like for 45 minutes straight about like 7 different.
and we know that
ex-boyfriends.
Ari likes to talk about himself.
He does. He loves him some him. I mean, he's one of 2.
True.
So you know
Yeah.
the Lundicks love themselves. Is that not his name? Lundick.
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 What's his name?
Luyendijk.
Really?
Yeah,
Say it
Luyendijk.
again.
Ari Luyendijk Jr.
Luyendijk?
Luyendijk.
That's
It's-
so much
It's
worse
pronounced
than
exactly like
Lundik.
it's spelled.
Hmm.
Lundik.
I like Lundik more. All right, Ari Lundik.
Do you feel like being a junior automatically puts you at a disadvantage that you don't have your own identity?
I always wanted to name my son Brian, so that like instead of being Ryan Jr., he'd be Brian, and then he'd name his son Ryan, and it'd go on alternating for millennia to come.
That'd be cool. You should do that. You should get on that.
Want to have my kid?
Who wants my boy?
Yeah. Does anyone at this table have ovaries?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Not with me.
Daniel? Nope.
No.
Denny. Oh God, he stopped making noise in there.
Oh.
He must have gotten his head stuck in the toilet again, trying to look at his work.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's proud.
What? It happens all the time to him.
Just
a
something
man
about the
appreciate
phrasing
their art?
there was like insane.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
The
don't know. Are we all
Bachelor.
like feeling sad right now?
No, not
No,
particularly.
I just am
the,
disappointed.
Yeah, I think it's a bummer. I
Be
feel like
up,
Lauren
man.
S didn't get a fair shot.
No.
Because I don't
do-
wanna- Oh no.
I was just gonna say, you know,
I
I
wasn't.
If I may,
Sure.
I was gonna.
I
I was gonna.
everyone knows
Yeah,
that
yeah,
attractive
no.
attractive
definitely.
white
Yeah, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
blonde girls don't get a fair shake
Fair
on The
shake.
Bachelor.
Yeah, exactly what we were all. Gonna,
So we knew it was
We knew
coming.
it was coming. Yeah.
Got something to say, Jake?
No, I was just gonna say, like, as hard as it is, especially with someone like Lauren S, where it feels like she didn't really get a shot. It's kind of it's always, once I get over the initial shock, it's nice to have a bachelor who will cut him loose when he knows that it's time, you know, rather than put him through the whole ceremony of like.
Nick
you know,
did that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
he would have put Annalise through the ceremony though.
Oh, he was totally planning on it.
Right. So I mean,
Yeah.
that, like, I definitely give the credit more to her on that one, because she was just kind of the cushion that he was like, all right, I'll leave her to rot later on. But she was like, look, hey man, like the sun's coming up. Like if you're gonna throw me out,
I'm a
do it while it's
vampire."
cold.
Thing is, like, I guess
need to find.
Please let me go home before I burn.
Yeah.
to
So
death.
props to her for that, because you know, that's not easy, but she did it. And
Not easy being cheesy.
all these girls are just so cheesy.
It's not
and,
easy.
and it isn't easy.
Being
It's
cheesy.
really
poor
difficult.
poor Bibiana trying to be cheesy and then
No.
having everyone else sit on her daybed.
That was whack.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Can you imagine setting up a whole date for someone and then you show up and there's 3 consecutive people using your
Yeah,
setup?
I'm surprised she wasn't more mad.
She walks in on the first person on it, kissing him, and then he says, "Can you give us 5 minutes?" And she goes, "Okay."
Which in Bachelor time
doesn't
is
happen
forever.
very often
Yeah.
either.
I
At
just
least
can't
not
believe,
shown in
like,
the edit.
you know, Bibiana, my wife, like, I don't know. I feel like I
Wait,
know
what?
her. My wife, Bibiana.
My
Oh,
wife.
I just wanted to make sure you were
Your
just
waifu?
calling that out for us.
Yeah, she's my wife.
Waifu.
I don't know. I just feel like it was uncharacteristic of her to not, like, blow a gasket or not, like, stand up for herself. Like, and maybe, like, she said she's broken. Like, maybe this
She
really
was- yeah,
broke
she
her.
was like uncharacteristically restrained. compared to the
Yeah,
last
right,
2
that's what I'm
episodes
saying.
we've seen
Yeah,
her in.
these contestants have been pretty remarkably, you know, breakable. I guess they've been pretty fragile, brittle. Thank you. And it's just like, it's weird to see, but it feels like they picked them on purpose. And as Casey and I noticed at the end of the episode, there in the credits, there was like 6 psychological consultants, which is like partially nice, because it's like if the producer's really gonna throw them through the ringer like that, you better have some support on.
Oh, like in the
standby.
credits it said.
Yeah.
Like,
Like on retainer as part of the show, like they're on the call sheet when they show up in the morning, are psychological consultants because of the damage that this show is causing to these
job.
women's
dude,
psyche.
it's all Stockholm syndrome. Like, if you really think about it, you're just with your captor who's whisking you away to far off
and
destinations.
then throws you back in the cage and says, "Don't you like the cage now?"
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, let me lock you in this house with all my other pretty little girls.
Yeah, and
may or may
Becca
not
being
like
the
more than
littlest.
you.
Yeah.
Becca's the one who inches up the stairs and goes, "Goodbye, farewell." Is that the Sound of Music?
That
Is
is
that what
the
that
Sound of
is?
Music.
Yeah, there you go.
Good ref. Good ref.
Yeah, that's her.
Great ref.
Great airtime for Julie Andrews. Well,
Yeah,
not really.
and for Geostorm and Gerard Butler behind Fred Willard at the dog show.
Fred
This was a
Willard
star-studded episode.
looking gaunt as heck.
Yeah.
Love him though. What a guy.
Yeah, really.
Not much time left.
Yep. That was the weirdest group date too. It was terrible.
I don't
They
even
were
remember
both
it.
pretty terrible.
I kind of just like blacked
Yo,
that
the
out. I
wrestling
don't remember
thing?
anything about that group date.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. Who
What did they
won?
do with
The
those
dog
dogs?
show.
Did anybody,
They all went
did
on stage.
any
None of the dogs
like,
performed.
do anything?
And then
for
Annalise
anybody?
scooped poop.
Yeah.
And there was all those kids there. It was
Yeah.
like a bad acid trip.
Yeah, that was
Like, did
definitely like a
happen?
skeleton
yeah,
crew
I feel
day.
Like that just didn't
like,
actually happen.
I feel like we all hit the wine kind
If
of right
that-
at that point.
If that date happened, tweet at us, Batch Boys Nation.
Yeah,
hashtag
Hashtag was there a group date?
hashtag
Batch Boys had a collective stroke.
hashtag dog date gate 2018.
If one person sends us a dog date gate like tweet or something, I will be so happy.
Yeah,
Please
wait,
let's
that's
be
the
get
that
best
trending.
one so far this season. Hashtag dog date gate. We want to know that it happened. And we don't want to know what happened. We need specifics.
Yeah, we'll shout you out on the show if you tweet us. That
Or we'll
hashtag.
tug
Yeah,
your
straight
freaking
up.
ponytail
Yeah.
and make fun of your
Is
mom.
that a euphemism? Tug your ponytail and make fun of your
No, it's
mom.
what happened to Tia and Bibiana.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a very
Oh.
specific thing. Very specific. At Glob.
No
I thought he was
illusion
trying
there.
to coin a euphemism.
No.
Can we talk about the
I
glow
could.
women?
I'm thinking about
Glob.
Oh,
it. You mean those
ew,
disgusting
hags?
wenches?
yeah.
They were mean, man.
They were rude.
Yeah. And
Ari should have said something. Like I
Yeah.
feel like
I think he knew that was going to happen.
he's
though.
just
He
such a
like,
passenger
that
in this
extent.
process, man. He's not
Yeah.
active like the other last couple bachelors have been.
Oh,
he
like
just
Nick
does
was?
whatever they. No, I think they've all have been more active than him. Like,
Yeah.
they
no,
take
he's
it-
along for this ride.
Yeah, they plan. Like, I felt like Ben was always
crazy.
planning his dates, and
I
Nick was
love
always
Ben.
planning his dates. I feel like Ari is getting given dates and going,
Totally.
"Ooh, okay."
It feels like the show is progressing to a place where they won't even need a bachelor. It's just going to be
Yeah.
called the Bachelor Contestants.
That's
and-
pretty real, like,
Right?
They
Like-
just need like lips on a board, that, like,
just
the
a tennis
girls
ball
can
on a
kiss.
stick.
It's just Chris Harris.
Yeah, but like for real though, it's like he's the most minor character in this show.
That's what's interesting.
No,
yeah, it
Becca
feels
is the
like-
most minor.
touche.
And I just feel like he seems like one of the contestants. Like he just seems like part of the group and not like the apple of their eye,
Yeah.
which
It
is
feels
different.
like someone that's going to
Seems
go
like
home
their
mid-season.
dad.
Not
He's
even
their
though, because
dad.
at least
He's
they'd
the
look up to
chaperone.
him. No, like, but even still, like, he doesn't seem authoritative. Like, he honestly seems like a beta
He's the
to
student
their alpha.
teacher. That is what he is.
No,
He's
he's like the foreign exchange student that like got lumped in, and he like everyone's kind of like looking at him all different because he is different from like a different culture, but like he's not like really contributing
what
much.
culture is he
Like
from?
Dutch.
This is a
Yeah, he's Dutch.
He's a Dutch racer who lives in a condo.
Oh, don't.
What a dream
That's
boat.
why his head's always to the side at a Dutch angle.
That's
for all
a film
you
term.
film watchers out there, you film watching audio listeners.
Yeah, for the
He's
audio
on
listener.
Zen.
Diegetic.
Non-diegetic.
Diabetic.
What up?
Casey Stolberg.
All those Skittles though, huh?
Man,
Yeah,
that
you
was
see
an
the Skittles?
impressive heap of Skittles.
Anybody
Did you see the
those
red
Skittles?
vines?
yeah.
An
How could
equal
you not?
sized thing of red vines.
They got candy.
They got all kinds of candy. Got too much
What?
candy.
Where they got
Yeah,
that
that kitchen
candy?
is
Don't-
just
didn't
stocked.
like people say that have been on the show that they like gained weight on the show because there's just constantly food
And they're not
around.
allowed to exercise. They're
Yeah,
like
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're allowed to. It's
Well, they're
just
allowed to
at the
exercise.
house.
No, they don't
Yeah.
have equipment though. That's why on
Yeah,
Paradise
yeah.
you always see them like squatting with big rocks.
yeah.
Which is always the funniest. I love that.
Yeah, remember all that footage of Chad a couple seasons ago just shoving meat down before like
What a
meat
man.
ceremony?
That's a man. That's a man who could grab a hold
That's
of
a real
situation.
good man.
I didn't say a good man. I just said he's a man.
I just said a real good man.
Just because you saw him at the club one time.
That's true.
And he eats-
And
he eats
it was like a line to meet a Disney character, and I just like passed all these girls, and I was like, "Excuse me, Ryan Stiffelman, Batch Boys," and
You know my cousin.
Did you really say it like you're a reporter?
yeah,
Ryan
well,
Stiffelman, Batch Boys.
Batch Boys.
well, actually, he knew my cousin, so I introduced myself as Ryan Stiffelman, Real Good Pizza, and also host of the Batch Boys.
nice. That's why I had said he was a real good guy.
I know. I was gonna transition. I was like, I don't need to bring up Real Good Pizza, but if you want gluten-free, low-carb, low-fat, high-protein pizza, or the new enchiladas, and
Are
surprise,
they out yet?
oh, they're great. I should
Make
get
us
them.
some.
They're real good. And surprise flavor launching on Friday, Walmart exclusive. You guys,
Uh-oh.
So I'll get it.
What's the flavor? Meat?
Does that imply that you
Scott
go to
meat,
Walmart a lot?
pastrami.
No, it implies I don't go to Walmart.
Yeah, okay.
Boom. What up?
Who does?
A lot of people. A lot of
I don't
people.
know. I mean, I
Tia?
should know.
Tia definitely goes to Walmart. What alert you get, boy? I got
It's
that
okay.
alert too.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody getting alerts?
No.
Is it a ballistic missile?
I tried
There
to
it
drop
is.
that like twice earlier.
Really?
Yeah, but I kept getting it.
Daniel's
Your
dropping it
timing
right
was never
now.
Right.
What up?
Not a drill.
We are the bad
Daniel's
boys.
bombing Hawaii. in
Welcome to
there.
the show. I'm Ryan S.
Yeah, anyway, we should get started.
I'm Fred Willard.
Yeah, let's
I'm
all do the
Fred
show as like
Willard.
our best impression.
Oh God.
Who can you do? I don't know if I can do anybody.
I don't think.
Let's pick one.
let-
Impression or die.
Really? Right now?
Impression or die of the girls on the show.
Okay. You want me to give one?
Yeah, sure, to anybody.
All right, Ryan.
Mikel.
Do
Yeah.
Jacqueline.
Mikel, yeah. Do Mikel Ryan.
Do Mikel.
A toast.
Okay, and that was Mikel.
Chink tink.
Yeah.
If you don't know, the joke here is that Mikel's a flamboyant racist.
Yeah.
Flamboyant racist.
Yeah, like she's really racist. That it's an adjective. It doesn't.
She has
matter.
I
a
don't think
couple of
flamboyant in
strikes
that
against her.
context.
We'll say
Yes,
that.
it does.
Yeah. It does.
Look,
Anyway,
I-
who would have
that was
thought
the impression
Bibiana
for
would
the
go
day.
home and Mikel would stay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
that-
Mikel's 23.
Mm.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Gosh. Yeah.
And Becca looks half her age.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Nice.
You keep bringing up Becca, Casey.
That's
I
because we
just-
learned last week that he's Becca in disguise. He moonlights as Becca.
Mm-hmm.
Kesa.
That's canon.
If you've seen me without makeup, I look like Becca with makeup.
Yeah. I don't know.
hate
Poor
this plot
Bibiana.
twist.
You
Thanks,
know,
Ryan Johnson.
no S fossil being queso.
The thing is, it's like, I guess that's what's got me bummed a little bit. Like, just that this week we can't really say the girls that went home were no good. Because there's a lot of girls that stayed
Yeah,
that were
all
no
the
good.
no good stayed. That
Yeah,
was
literally.
terrible.
Like,
Yeah, how many weeks-
Ashley, what does she bring to the table?
How many weeks do you
Who's
think
that?
till we get to the people
Exactly.
we care about?
Which one?
Yeah, she was wearing a
she's-
yellow dress.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She said almost nothing ever. And
Brittany,
somehow
what does she bring to the table?
she's? You know what she brings to the table.
Well, yeah, she brings like two major.
They had some chemistry the first day.
I couldn't think of a substitute word.
Yeah. I know you're really juggling there.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, she brings two, and then Jugs. There you go. You're juggling.
yeah,
Juggling your words.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I just got back from my trip in Winnebago. We had to take two Winnebagos.
Mm-hmm.
You seem melancholy about this.
Yeah, I am a little melancholy about it.
Big boobs.
Casey.
That's just
That's our
Casey.
new Casey.
I'm like the Fred Willard of this group. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I
I
might
never know
drop-
when we'll catch you doing something naughty in a movie theater. Look it up.
That it?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
Oh,
call that Pee Wee Hermaning.
Yeah.
that is not the best.
or we
in
call it
show.
what I'm gonna do during Infinity War.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
40 heroes.
40 heroes on screen.
man.
That's crazy. Anyway, The Bachelor. I don't know. I Ari like
Ari sucks.
no,
No.
he's
Yes.
a good guy, but
No.
He's not going to get any better. That's what I'll say. He's not going to change. He's not going to get to a point where anybody feels anything
I feel like
strongly
once they
about
kind
him.
of whittle down the cast a little bit, they'll be, at least forced to give him more airtime than they've already
Yeah,
had.
yeah, I'd love to see what he has to say about
Yeah.
his experience.
They have.
How is it for you,
I feel like
Ari?
he's barely even interviewed.
Yeah.
yeah, where are his
I
confessionals?
feel like he gets very little
Well, it's
confession.
because he's usually just sleeping off his moonshine hangovers.
I just think that they painted him with the whole race car thing to be this really.
oh, don't bring up the
interesting
race
guy.
car, dude.
They made him out to be an
Always
interesting
pulling the race
guy.
car.
If they had done his montage about his life in like Scottsdale with the condo or whatever, we would have known early on that this guy is so lackluster. There's just not much going on for him.
Other than being like nice.
Yeah, which
well,
is
yeah, they bring
cool,
in
but-
Kenny to like beat the crap out of him. Like, what is the? They're screwing him.
Good
They don't
airtime
even-
for
they
Kenny.
don't even give Kenny a confessional.
Yeah, seriously. Kenny didn't say a single thing. He just got hogtied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got
In that, he got his hog grabbed.
Yeah.
And pinned.
Yeah, Ari just takes it for 3 minutes and then grabs him by the wee and pulls him down close.
Yeah, every time Ari's there, it's almost like he's just been in his trailer, kind of like reading a magazine. They're like, "Hey, Ari, we're ready for you." He goes, "Oh, for real?" It's like, "Still?"
Are the girls still here?
How many girls are left?
Is that cute boy one still here?
He just pauses Sean Lowe's season of The Bachelor, walks
It's a
out.
big baby. He's just got a bulletin board with yarn strings
How did it get so big?
connecting like giant potholes in Colombia to.
He's got little chromosome tables that you can do that you did in bio class.
He's got every phone book from every state with guys with the name Rick Moranis crossed out, trying to find his phone number so he can ask him about size changing technologies.
He's got stock footage of nuclear tests in the Pacific.
He's got books and books about what's the radioactive
Charles Darwin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charles Darwin, that radioactive monster.
Godzilla.
No, I meant Chernobyl. Not that that's a monster.
Yeah.
No, well, there were monsters like those the freaking disgusting monsters.
Those
those
were
are-
citizens of Chernobyl.
Yeah,
You monster.
Yeah, man.
Screw them. I don't know them. No, but
Chernobyl lives
seriously.
matter.
Hashtag
Ryan.
Chernobyl lives don't matter.
This was not very Chernobyl of you.
Yeah. You're not getting the Chernobyl Peace Prize for that comment.
The Chernobyl Priest Prize. That's going to go to Becca's
The
pastor.
Chernobyl Priest Pies. This episode brought to you by Chernobyl Priest Pies. You like pies? Have a deformed priest feed it to you. It's the best.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Chernobyl Priest Pies. Hit us up.
I think we know the title of the episode.
That's it. I don't think we're gonna get back to The Bachelor after that. So this is Ryan S. getting ready to sign off. It admittedly wasn't a great episode. I mean,
What, this one or
yeah, I
the,
feel
the
like-
Bachelor? Batch
oh,
Boys
the
or
Batch-
Bachelor?
Batch Boys killing it.
Of
We're
course,
on fire
yeah.
this season.
I mean, we got like tons of fan mail and
Pete
stuff.
the
we're the number
Pants.
one. Oh, should we read the fan mail?
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's read the fan mail. Let's read the fan mail as we wrap up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been better, like The Bachelor tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, every day Ari could have been better, but here we are.
I
with
thought
him.
it was a hot start to the season, to be honest, and this one was a little bit of a coming down to earth.
Yeah, I think we're still getting rid of the bonus people like the
Apparently not.
No,
like Chernobyl,
well, yeah.
they can last years.
Yeah, the half-life on these contestants is pretty large, but yeah, I say probably 2 more weeks till we get down to the people that we really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? 1-2 weeks.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. I just need Mikkel to go home.
Seriously.
I need Jenna to keep kissing him like that because
Yeah.
that seems to be her ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking that poly juice.
And look, Jenna clearly was a I was trying to do like math in my head, but she was a better pick than 2 out of 5 of us. 40.
Yeah.
She was in the
What?
60th
Yeah, okay.
percentile.
Cool. If that's what gets you there, man, whatever, man. Whatever helps you.
Right on. And I think I don't know.
Do you?
I don't
No.
know, man.
No, forget it. I got lost in numbers.
That's all right. Well, this fan letter comes to us from James H., age 24, from New Canaan, Connecticut.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sounds
What a
lovely.
random place.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder-
He says to us, with all this craze around Bitcoin, how soon until a contestant has a sponsored coin to promote thus bringing the SEC financial regulatory arm into Batch Nation, where it has been sorely missed. Also, Chad Johnson says he's an investor now and gives out advice on Twitter. Will one of the boys dump their life savings to follow his advice and see how it turns out?
Well, James, your question's no good.
It's a garbage question.
Yeah, but if you have a question for us, hit us up at www.batchboys.net/ What is it? Conversation or
What,
contact or
Litecoin?
something?
No,
like
it's-
that. Just go to the website.
Slash.
And
I
then
think
like
it's
the one-on-one
/ contact, but just click on introduce yourself.
Yeah, and then we'd love to.
Hey,
hear
that was
from
a
you.
good question, though. I don't know how to answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the answers are probably soon and no.
I'll give Chad my money.
Yeah, I'll give him my pizza.
I'd give him anything. I'd give him anything he wants.
Ooh,
That's the kind of
dangerous.
guy
That's
he is.
he's risky for you, huh, Rye?
Well,
Well, you know, he doesn't need you.
holy heck.
Third time we've done that today.
Me and him are
Nice.
really in sync. It's probably because we're
Oh,
holding
so are
hands
us-
on the
so are we,
table.
Well,
though.
we're pretty Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
not as in sync as we are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Watch this. Cologne.
Clone.
Cones.
Clones. Clones.
Brought to you by Clone.
By Attack of the Clones, it's the worst one.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let's not get back into that.
is
Yeah, Ryan Johnson.
All right,
Ah,
anyways.
slam,
All right,
slam, slam.
yeah, let's close it out.
Close it out?
boys.
I'm Ryan S.
Oh,
I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
Alex F.
And please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. It's something Batch Boys. It's either The Batch Boys or Normal Batch Boys. And we're on Facebook as Batch Boys. And share it if you like it.
Yeah, and donate to Chernobyl efforts on our behalf because we.
Yeah, we're
We
really
owe
into
them
that
one.
space.
Yeah, definitely. And definitely not Owen Wilson for sure. We have no intel. He seems like a good guy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We'll check in again next week.
And don't forget to use those hashtags we dropped tonight.
Hashtag Chernobyl priest pies. Hashtag Chernobyl lives don't matter.
Don't matter.
We had two rival ones.
Oh,
Let
I
us know
didn't-
which one you pick.
I didn't hear that one. And also hashtag dog date gate.
Yeah. Let us know if anything happened on that date.
Yeah.
Or if
please.
it ever happened at all.
I'm starting to think it was not real.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when the gas started pouring through that vent.
Yeah.
That's when we started to.
Yeah, that's
see
when
it.
everything got funny.
Isn't Fred Willard dead?
Yeah, Fred Willard's been
Well, he
dead
was.
for 4 years.
Best in show.
Batch Boys, baby.
Anyways,
That's right.
good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Vroom, 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 vroom.